Hi everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. Today I will share with you some Christmas DIYs. I have 3 of them for you, and it's so odd to do them in July, but it is Christmas in July, isn't it? Before we get started, I will quickly mention that this video is part of a collab, Mr. and Mrs. CLAUS Travel Around the World collab. And it is hosted by Dyanne and Janny at Decor, and you can see all the participants right here. I will have links to their channels in my description, and also of course a link to the playlist of this collab so you can get some Christmas inspiration. So it's a tune for all this. For my first DIY, I will make a wreath, and I found this unique basket at the thrift store, paid $1.50 for it. I think it's beautiful, but it needs some color, so I will spray paint it in a matte black spray paint all the way around, just one coat. And now I'm going to put this pick right in there. It's perfect fit for that basket, don't you think? And I will attach that pick with just some metal wire that I thread through the basket and tie on the back side, like so. One at the top and one at the bottom, just to be on the safe side. And then I take a glass ball from a solar light from my garden. It didn't work anymore, so I just using that glass ball, and I just push in some fairy lights in it and attach it on the bottom of the basket like that with some hot glue, and try to hide that battery pack way back. But I need to cover it a little bit, so I have some extra pine picks that will go on the front and on the side to embellish it a bit further, and a few more pine cones as well. I think this wreath is so subtle in its design, so I think you can use it for both winter decor and Christmas decor. If you're new to my channel, hi! I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs, thrift flips, trash to treasure, renovation of my home, some pottery, some painting, anything creative really. Please join me, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and join my YouTube family. Last thing I will do is to attach a hanger, just a piece of nautical rope that I hot glue into place and then secure it with some metal wire like that, and it is done. Et voila, here it is. Not at its final destination just yet, but you can see how it looks. I will probably put it up on a door when time comes, and I think it's beautiful. What do you think? For my second DIY, I will make a Christmas sign by using this piece here. I don't know if it has been a sign or some tray or something. I don't know really, it doesn't matter. But it's quite nasty looking at the moment, so I will make it beautiful. Just take away all the sharp things that should not be there, and fill the holes with some wood filler. Even though you can't see the back, I will make that nice and pretty anyways. Once the wood filler has dried completely, I take a black satin color and paint the whole piece back and front, and I applied 2 coats to get a really good coverage. I take this beautiful golden pick that I had in my stash that I will use. It frames that sign so beautifully. Just snip it off like that. It was hard work actually, and put it into place. And I have these decor balls that I will use as well. Just spray paint them in a gold color first. Now I'm taking a stencil and a writing with a gold color, Joyeux Noël, Merry Christmas. So this sign will be only gold and black, very subtle. I messed up a little bit there, but I will take care of that in just a second with some of that black paint I used for the background. My 3 decor balls have now turned to gold, and I am attaching them on the side there with some hot glue. 3 of them, 3 different sizes, so it will look like a snowman. Again, it's very subtle. I will not have any more details for the snowman, but you can clearly see that it's a snowman, right? The last thing I will do is to take my creamy gold color and just rub it on to the frame of my sign, just with my finger. And that's it for this project. And here it is, my beautiful Christmas sign. I love how it turned out. We'll definitely have it on display when Christmas comes around. What do you think? For my third and final DIY, I will make a Christmas display using this big wooden frame. It is broken. I have thrifted it for €2, same in US dollars, but it's nothing major. I just need to attach it again with some wood glue, like so, and then clamp it together and let it dry. Meanwhile, I will work on some pieces that will be on display, a gnome and a bow. I start off with the Santa, with my gnome, and I have some scrap pieces of fabric that I will use, some old sweaters, some wire and some wooden beads. So I start with the metal wire. It will be a long thin gnome, so I will make a skeleton of that gnome right here. Nothing fancy, just 2 arms, a body and 2 legs, just to make the gnome a bit more sturdy, not so flimsy. Then I take some padding and cut out strips like that, and also a square, and I will cover this skeleton so it's much easier to work with. Just hot glue these strips into place. Yeah, I did burn myself a few times. Sorry about that, Pat. I know you will cringe now, but it is what it is, nothing serious. Now you can see how it looks at least. So it's much easier to attach the fabric. So I take this sweater, this brown sweater, cut out 2 rectangles that will be the trousers for my gnome. Time for his sweater, and I just cut out a piece that looks like a T. Very simple sewing here, nothing fancy at all. Once I'm happy, I take another piece and cut out the exact same shape, a back and a front. But before I attach it to my gnome, I will put on some fur mittens on him. And here comes the sweater, just hot gluing it into place. It doesn't look very nice at the moment, but bear with me. It will look pretty in the end. So now I'm just trimming so everything looks a little nicer. So now he will look a little nicer straight away. I make cuffs from that trim around the neck on the sweaters, 1 on each arm like that, just hot gluing it into place. And he needs some boots, and I'm just taking a piece of faux fur, put in a wooden bead and wrap it around his leg and tie it together with a jute string. And I have some cuffs here as well, the same as on the sweater. And now I will address the bottom of the sweater, and I take that trim that is on the bottom of the sweater, hot glue it onto the back side of the sweater like that, pull it down and fold it and glue it into place. It looks much prettier now, doesn't it, already without a head? So some more faux fur for a little belt, hot gluing it into place like that. Time for the head, and I'm just taking a right size decor ball, pierce a hole in it and hot glue it into place, a wooden bead for the nose, and then some faux fur for the beard like that, and on the other side a little piece of fur as well for the hair of my Santa or my gnome, whatever you wish, and tiny pieces for a mustache. Now it's time for the hat, and I have this white fabric that I will use, just the right size. Cut it to size like that, and I will take a piece of faux fur on the top of the hat like that, hot glue everything into place, turn it right side out like that, put in a little bit of pillow stuffing to make it a little bit more sturdy, and then hot glue it into place like so all the way around. And then I have some trim from the brown sweater to match the trousers on the hat, and that's it for this little gnome. My whole display will be in neutrals, like you see on the Santa here, just the neutral colors and some gold as well. And now I'm on to making a bow, a messy bow, using some gold ribbon, some burlap ribbon and some thinner white and gold ribbon, just crisscrossing it like that, No rhyme or reason really, just saving the thinner ones till last. That they are a little bit longer, and you will know in a moment of why. Just crunching it together like that and tie it with a piece of jute twine. Then I'm ducktailing all the ends of the ribbons and fluff it up a bit to make it nice and pretty. Now for the longer pieces, I will fold them like you see me do here and just tie them together with a piece of jute twine, a double knot, and it will be a cute little flower piece in the center of the bow. Now to decorating the frame, and I start off with a golden pick, just a little bit of hot glue on the back of the frame and on a few of the leaves just to keep it in place. And on the upper right I will hot glue my bow that I just made into place. Like that. The bottom I will place a feather boa to mimic snow. Like that. Some snowflakes. Just hot gluing them into place. Putting my gnome into place, sitting right the bottom there with a little Christmas tree beside him and another Christmas tree beside that pig. I have this beautiful pearl garland that I will just drape around that upper snowflake, and I will attach it with some hot glue on the back side of the frame. Like that. And the last thing I will do is to put on some glass icicles. These ones, they are beautiful, and I have them on a metal wire, and I will staple them into place on the back of the frame like you see me do here. If you like this video and videos like this, hit that like button and the subscribe button, of course, to support my channel. It helps me a lot and enables me to put up even more inspirational content for you. And here it is, my beautiful Christmas display. Love how it turned out. Love the neutral colors. Love, 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 love. So tell me, what do you think of my creations today? Did you have a favorite? I always ask you that, but I'm so curious to know. I think this is my favorite. Let me know in the comments. I can almost feel Christmas here in July. But nah, don't think so. It's way too hot outside. But you can always dream. So now it's time to head on over to my description box and hit that link to the playlist of this collaboration for more Christmas inspiration. Just click and enjoy. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.